What's good, y'all? Got a video here today by Maury. Teacher fired on her first day for sexualizing students. Hey, man. Hey, man. With the internet and kids having phones like this, if you one of these type folk, why even try this as a teacher? Don't get me wrong. I'm glad y'all getting caught for the things that y'all are doing, and I don't know the whole case of this, but it is plenty of cases of teachers and students having inappropriate relationships and it being caught on camera, whether it's outfits, how they talk to the kids, how they interact with the kids, or straight up SA allegations coming out, and then some of them being proven to be true. Like why you gonna get snitched on? Ain't no way around it. Somebody you gonna get caught. I'm glad y'all get caught too, cause y'all stupid, bro. These is kids, bro. They can't. We know the rules, but let's get into the video. I could go all day. I'm gonna let my thoughts speak throughout the video.
So this 24-year-old substitute teacher from Memphis, Tennessee, by the name of Miata Borders, was recently fired after, and I quote, allegedly sexualizing a student.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day.
And this what I'm talking about. This shit on TikTok, bro. Somebody.
So you can see the desk attendant said that she looks like a student. Keep that in mind.
Today was really a breeze. My kids ain't had to do.
Like, all right. Again, I'm not saying that you gotta be stuffy and you gotta fit the status quo, but my teachers ain't dressed like this. It's this just my preference. I want my teacher to look like a teacher, bro. This ain't nothing anti-black. This ain't nothing, where what I'm saying, I'm raccooning, but come on, man. When you in the workplace, I can't show up to my job in the office with this big ass chain on. Like the rest of it could be cool. You could style it up, but the chain is crazy. The chain is crazy. Even if this particular pieces you got on right now, you could dress it up a little bit more. I ain't nothing wrong with having some sauce, a little bit of flavor to it if you want to switch it up, bro. But come on, man, come on.
Too much, man. I really, to be honest, I let them do whatever they want to do.
That's actually a crazy statement to make.
And then you're not helping your case. See. All right.
I actually let them do whatever they want to do. That's actually a wild ass statement to make. I let the kids do whatever they want to do. I'm that kind of teacher. Yeah.
Like it ain't nothing wrong with the J's and all this shit. But then you come in, even if your saving grace is, all right, I could dress like this because I want to make my students feel comfortable, so on and so forth, be relatable. You saying you letting them do whatever they want to? What the hell going on? But who hiring?
Took me a little lunch break. Yeah, they got it going on at this junk. They stay bound. Okay, then. Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these school kids trying to take me down, man. Damn.
What? I hope she don't mean take me down like Chris Brown take me down. I hope she thinking she just mean mugging her. But what you mean, bruh? What you mean? You got to get up out of this school because of that. You are an adult.
And I look so young. I look like one of them.
Yeah.
Why are you? ain't nothing fine with looking young, having a baby face, so on and so forth. But why are you? Why are you acting like you can't control yourself around some kids? I don't understand. I don't understand it whatsoever. It's a if I'm around some high school, because it was a time where I was going to a gym where a lot of high schoolers came to train because they would do specialized training with the kids, and it would be adults. It'd be a mix of a crowd, so it was a big age gap. So me being in there, it's a lot of young kids, young boys, young women in there. And never once was I sitting there to myself, and I recorded myself at this gym too. Never once was I like, man, I gotta control myself around these kids. The thought never crossed my mind. The thought never, whatsoever. Other than my homie who worked there introducing us to some of the younger kids, like, hey, they played in college, so on and so forth. So you know, this is what it takes. Like comparing us to them and showing what you could work yourself up to be, introducing us to these kids to be a role model to the kids. Never once did I think, man, I gotta control myself. Da 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 da. Never did I think these kids was looking at me any type of way. Why is that crossing up? Never crossed my mind whatsoever. Never did it think to myself like, I gotta control myself. No, bro, you're sick.
And that statement is what actually got her fired. I'm going to continue to play the rest of the video, but I mean, good God, the optics in this is already crazy. How do you say a wild ass statement like sheesh as a couple of the high school girls were coming into frame, saying damn shorty, which is already a highly sexualized statement in and of itself. Like if you say damn shorty, like that literally means in common lingo, you like what you're seeing. Now I'm not going to say or speculate on as to what she saw that she may have liked for her to say damn shorty, but I will say though, the optics are horrible regardless of her intentions, right? You have this frame, right? Couple of girls coming into frame. They're looking at her. She's looking at them. One is smiling, right? And she goes on to say, sheesh, damn shorty. I mean, that's crazy, right? Like that's literally crazy. Commenting on what could be a couple of 15 or 16-year-old girls. I mean, people in the comment section are even acknowledging saying, and I quote, damn shorty, question mark.
Yeah, bro, let's not act stupid. Let's not act stupid now. You know what I'm saying? I see a comment down here. It's school dressed like prime Lil Wayne. She trying to relive her high school years. And what? Even if you was one of these individuals, because it's people out here like this that's not teachers. You put yourself around kids knowing this what you doing it on purpose at this point. I think you purposely trying to go there to prey on kids. And then what it's just baffling me because everybody know what damn shorty mean. Let's not be stupid, bro. We know what damn shorty mean. You like bro said, you liking what you see. You thinking she blew you away. She wowed you, a little kid. Insane work. Fired off that alone. She didn't really have to say too much more. And then to take me down, just put the nail in the coffin for me. This was the nail, the damn shorty. Oh yeah, you're a suspect. When she said they trying to take me down, get the fuck out of here.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. She's 15 with a picture, a literal picture of Aries Spears. Another person said, damn shorty, to a child. Another person said, damn shorty, they kids trying to take you down. These kids are trying, like, I just got a question. How could any of these young ladies take you down? Like, even that statement.
None of these kids is giving me the, they think she attractive look. She looking at her crazy. This is crazy side eye. This is crazy side eye right here. She's like, what are you staring at? Because I'm assuming she's staring at her with a phone up like this, recording her. Like, come on, son. It's not what you think it is.
In and of itself sounds crazy. So if I'm the school administrator or if I'm the principal or on the board of education, you're getting fired immediately.
Damn, shorty. Sheesh. Man, I gotta get up out these schools.
And a sheesh.
Take me down, man. Then I look so young. I look like one of them. Appreciate You know, my little free time, I had to go out there and give me some little content. Little feed chick. Really just a chick.
And by the way, guys, in case you couldn't tell by now, this is indeed a lesbian. She is a certified stud. Now, in this day and age, I'm not entirely sure if stud is a slur or not, but that is literally common lingo to describe a particular type of lesbian, because not all lesbians dress like this. There are very, very feminine lesbians out there who are attracted to women of the same sex who dress in skirts, dresses. They put on makeup and wear really girly outfits. And we would not consider them studs. Studs are a very particular...
It's a specific archetype, bro. They just, like Dog said, they dressing like Lil Wayne. They ain't here dressing like the Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying? They dressing like No Limit Soldiers, bro. Let's not play. And if not, they dressing like Young Dro. You feel me? Young Dro and T.I. Specifically, Young Dro with the polos. You remember that? They dressing like him. Dressing like a Kanye West, college dropout Kanye West with the polos.
Type of lesbian that tries to take on the more male-oriented aesthetic, as you can see here in this video.
That substitute teacher that was fired on her first day was not ready to step foot in no classroom. Getting told that you look like one of the students is not the compliment that you thought it was. They were saying that you look childish. It wasn't giving professionalism, is what they're saying.
I wouldn't say necessarily childish, but it's like you blending in. It's almost as if you trying to blend in with your environment other than trying to show yourself as someone of authority. So if a principal walk in, if my initial thought, what I'm perceiving when the teacher come in is either some type of slacks, a blouse button up, you can wear a jacket underneath or a nice shirt, some neutral shoes, they ain't nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what teachers wearing nowadays. It's been a long time since I've been in the classroom, but some hokas or something. Or when the principal come in specifically, you know that's somebody of authority, because more likely than not, they're in a suit, button down, dressed nice. They giving off that aura that they in charge. You trying to present something. Now this right here is giving. I'm trying to blend in with the kids. I'm trying to still, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with dressing trendy or being along with the latest fads or nothing like that, but it's a time and a place. And this necessarily on your first day was not the time nor the place.
Why are we wearing big chains to go sub a classroom? Are you coming to teach or are you coming to impress?
Because I thought the outfit was over the top. Again, I'm sorry to keep pausing, but I thought the outfit was over the top. But I feel like she could have slid by with said outfit minus the chain. Because I've seen other teachers dress down or dress a little bit more provocatively if you want tighter fitting clothes or baggier clothes. So
That is a good question. Are you coming to teach or are you coming to impress? Listen, based off of what I was able to find on this person's Instagram page, I can tell you and assure you that this person is all about fashion and they like the attention, they like the validation, and they have some very nice fits. They got some nice clothing for sure. And they do fit a particular type of aesthetic, right? Like the hype beast clothing type shit, right? I will say though that although I don't always like to judge a book by its cover, if I saw this person and somebody asked me, do they look like a teacher? Does this particular individual who is a woman?
no, y'all just heard me explain it. It's not giving teacher. Not saying that she can't be a teacher. Not saying that she can't have nice outfits. But if I was to see any of this stuff, I ain't saying that's a teacher, and I ain't saying her outfits is bad either. It's just time and a place. Like I said, I got streetwear. I'm wearing a Nike Tech right now. But would I go into work with a Nike Tech and some slacks on? Probably not. I just wouldn't do it.
A female look like the type of person to be the appropriate figure to teach kids as a teacher? I'm gonna be honest and say no, I don't think they look the part. Not saying that there aren't lovely female teachers out there who look like this, with this particular style and aesthetic. I'm just saying that pattern recognition, simple observations is what I'm saying. It leads me to the probability of her doing some shit that we just saw in this video.
Can we talk about the damn shorty? Who's the shorty? Not that child that you were recording, that you should have never been recording in the first place. There's no way. And then you follow it up with sheesh. Truthfully, if you never ended up back into a classroom again, I wouldn't be upset.
I gotta say as well, it was weird for her to even be filming in a school. Like, I get it, she's a content creator and all that. And as content creators, we want to get views, we want to go viral, and we want to get as many eyes on our content as possible. But I just gotta say, assuming she's a substitute teacher bouncing around from school to school, who first and foremost told her that she could film in school? Second of all, who the hell hired her? Like,
I don't know, but maybe they just needed a substitute teacher quick that day. My aunt substitute taught for a long time, so I don't say that. But again, when I'm filming in the gym, and like I said, it was a younger crowd, knowing that I'm not doing nothing wrong, I would just skip recording if it was too many kids in there at one time, because I'm just like, you know what, I don't want anybody, parents in here. Even though it was fine, it was permitted to record. Even some of the coaches in there would record their kids, and they signed off knowing that they would get film and all of that stuff and pictures taken for the gym or to be used for advertisement purposes. Or if you're just a content creator, they was cool with it. But even me, I was like, you know what? I don't really want that, because I personally just don't want nobody to feel uncomfortable. And not everybody is comfortable being filmed, even if the shot ain't that important. I can get some film on another day. I can just get some film on another day. It's not that important, because sometimes it just be even too packed. So I'm like, excuse me, I'm trying to get a shot. I don't even want to have that conversation, because I'm trying to get in and out of there within an hour, bro. I don't got a lot of time. So I'm not with the filming kids thing, especially maybe if I've seen, again, teachers on TikTok record themselves in the classroom, and it's literally it's just the camera facing them. Like, I'm looking at this camera right now, and the classroom is behind that camera. And then that's how they film their content. You might hear the kids talk. You might even see not even a full face straight on when they coming up and bringing them like a test or something. But sometimes you don't even see the classroom. It's just literally the teacher and whatever's behind them on the camera. That's it. They don't even necessarily film their classroom. So with that being said, it is a way to do it tastefully and a way to have some, self-control. Sometimes the content ain't worth it that day. Or if you ain't got permission, don't be doing shit if you don't got no express written permission.
Humanly speaking, if I'm the person in control of hiring substitute teachers, for her to look like that, she's got to have one hell of a resume, or my school has to just be in one of the worst places possible to where we are forced to hire someone like this. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty sure there's a lot more qualified substitute teachers out there who could have taken her spot, who dress a little more professional, who talk a little more professional, and who actually are more respectable to the environment of which they're going to be working at.
Lastly, I understand everybody wants to be a content creator, but we have to understand there's time and there's place. Recording like that on your first day is crazy work. Recording yourself putting your feet up on this teacher's desk is also crazy work. Recording the students, also crazy work. That was your first day and you did too much.
And that's why she got fired. She just did way too much. And it seems like it's not only at schools where she's doing way too much. It seems like even just on her regular account in the privacy of her own home, she's doing way too much. Like, I genuinely, I gotta understand who the hell.
You have to show us that, gang. I ain't need to see all that, gang. I ain't need to see all. But I'll explain how some teachers do content tastefully, but they're the actual teacher in the classroom. They're not the sub, bro. So I'm thinking they probably was some last minute stuff they couldn't find the sub, and she was available. Or you don't know, maybe she had a connect or something. Who knows? Maybe she interviewed well. Who knows?
Hired this person. Did you not check their social media beforehand before actually thinking it was a good idea for this person to be around a whole bunch of teenage girls?
Oh, come on, guys. We got it, bro. We got it.
Like, I'm not going to even comment on what I just saw, what we all just saw, which is the most obvious thing. I'm also hearing based off of the comment section that she got banned. Her TikTok page got banned. It was formerly named thehandmaid.ceo.
This picture crazy as fuck. But gang, this shit. And you know what's crazy is she got this from somebody, because it's people who do start off like this, where either they back to the camera or they in their drawers. Because I've seen people make fun of them, and then you see the compare and contrast, and they do that, and it's kind of satire content. But yeah, she ain't the only one doing this, bro. She got it from somebody who doing it, and I think it's weird. You do not need to start off in your underwear to show me the fit. Start off with the pants or something, bro. I don't care. It's cool. I don't need to see your drawers.
So I just gotta wonder why. Well, why did she get banned? What kind of content?
And then she trying to show the print, bro. We know you ain't got that, bro. Why you trying to show us the print, bro? Even when dudes do it, it's weird trying to show off the print. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Showing that we don't need to show and tell, bro.
Was she posting to her TikTok page? But as per usual, the substitute teacher, after filming that video and having the other content that we saw from her TikTok page, of which she ultimately got banned for, came out acting like the victim, saying everybody took it out of context and not taking accountability for her actions.
As you guys may know, I am the substitute that was recently fired from teaching because of my TikTok. It's honestly so sad how sick the world is that you guys automatically mischaracterize me fully without further context. I'm a content creator. I record everything I do, so it was typical for me. And as you guys know, if you create content, you will know that everything you see is not what you get.
Exactly. I will agree with it. As a content creator, not everything you see is what you get behind the scenes. That said, if you're going to be teaching in a public school, you should not be filming the kids who attend that school. I can't excuse that.
Majority of the content that you do see was recorded while I was alone. It looked as if I had a class, but I did not have a class, and the school knows that. I did not have a class. I had nothing but free time. And as I explained to Lake Cormont when I first arrived, this was my very first time subbing ever. I had absolutely no idea that I couldn't record students, or else I definitely wouldn't have done it.
That's crazy. So this was her first time.
So why wouldn't you ask at least, bro? I just gave y'all the gym example, right? Where it's you know you might get filmed. The people told me you might be on film because other people recording here. One of the coaches might want to record you doing something. So why are you recording without getting some consent, bro? Or even telling people what you do? Content creation is not something where it's still this niche thing. People are doing content creation all the time, full time. So why not even why express it? Why risk it? Because now you're risking your day job for something content you was probably doing on the side.
Subbing, her first day ever in any school subbing. She's never taught any kids before this, and she was already fired, bro. Holy shit. That's gotta be a new world record for being the fastest person to ever get fired as a substitute teacher.
On TikTok before I worked, and that's what I seen. I am by far no predator or anything close to it. That is insane for it even to be put onto me. I truly just thought I was doing something good for the youth. Like, honestly, and I was enjoying it. I wasn't going to make a video, but I've been receiving an awful amount of hate. I feel like it was necessary for me to clear my name up. I do apologize for this once again, I truly do, but I had no idea this was prohibited. I assure you that it would have not been posted. What I meant by shorty in the terminology, the kids were going to take me down were absolutely not what you guys took them as. Those kids were smaller than me, shorter than me, younger than me. They are shorties, they are young. That absolutely means nothing with flirting. My terminology is much different from you guys. So I said the kids were going to take me down as in a phrase of the kids all together. That absolutely did not mean anything sexual.
So I'm good.
What do you mean? What do you mean then? So what was what? So why use that context? So the shorty thing, I'm not buying. I think it's a load of barnacles personally, but why use the phrasing "take me down"? What could that other be misconstrued as? Or even in the video, if I say something in this video that could seem like it's sus or it's crazy, correcting it or giving extra context and explaining so it's not taken out of context would be your best bet, especially with something as sensitive as children.
I give her the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, maybe she wasn't in her mind with those words trying to be sexual. But we gotta understand the optics of this. Saying sheesh, like sheesh, damn, shorty, and take me down all in the same sentence while in the proximity of 15, 16-year-old girls while filming them as they're passing by is horrible optics. It just, at face value,
terrible,
what do you expect people to think? Like, seriously.
That is sick to even think of that. I am a content creator. I am known. The kids knew me. They were supporters of mine. So I say the kids were going to take me down. It means as the same way that supporters do anybody else that they support. I'm no different from them. I handle my...
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I thought where she was, I didn't think she was going there with it. I thought she was going to where, yeah, like they could take me, you know, or try to use that excuse to where, oh, I think he could, you know what I'm saying? Some of these kids about my height, they could probably take me, or my little brother, he getting taller. He about the same height as me. He think he could take me. He think he could take me down. I wouldn't use that phrasing, but even to try to backpedal a little bit, you would go there. Let's see if she do actually though.
Myself more than properly. I do have a fan base. I do have supporters. I do have people that know me. Those kids already had knew me previously. It was several kids coming up to me trying to see, am I that person? That's what I meant by take me down, all hassling me at once is what I meant. Absolutely didn't mean anything sexual from kids. That is sick.
Now, it is sick, but I gotta say again, damn, shorty, sheesh, take me down. All while in the angle that the camera was in, while those words were coming out of your mouth is crazy. Like, again, if you want to be a content...
Still, like even in the context of somebody recording, like doing the little Bow Wow thing. I remember Lil Bow Wow went viral. Like, oh, I think they finding out who I am. They might be finding out who I am. They might be trying to hide, and people coming up to you talking. If you said it in that context, maybe you could get some bail. Maybe somebody could shoot you some bail. But you saying it in the context is people walking down the hall, not really paying you no mind, and she giving you the side eye again because you are staring at her recording, probably, yeah, that's why she looking at you like that, not because she noticed who you are. And maybe even if she did, she was like, why the hell are you recording me?
Creator, just do that like outside of teaching. Like, why don't you just pour all your resources into being a content creator? It seems like you're pretty successful at it too. Why do you need to be a substitute teacher if you had like 40,000 on TikTok, 100,000 on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure you could have like a YouTube career based off of your looks, your aesthetics, the vibe you give off? Like, go for it. Why just be a content creator?
Yeah, she ain't need the teacher. She ain't need the teacher thing. She ain't need the teacher thing, especially with knowing the way you didn't need the teacher content. And even if you did want to go in and start doing teacher content, so on and so forth, why not go to the principal, somebody in charge, and be like, I'm a content creator, full disclosure. They might find my content and explain it, bro.
Pretty sure it'll pay more too.
The entire 2 days that I worked at Lake Cornwall, I did nothing but my job. I was to myself. Not one single kid that could say that I did or said anything inappropriate my time at Lake Cornwall those 2 days. It was truly just a misunderstanding. But now that I see with creating content, it's easy to misunderstand and misinterpret things because everyone is free to their own opinions. That doesn't mean just automatically mischaracterize me. Like, truly, like, honestly, you guys, I would truly have to be an idiot to know that I'm doing something wrong that would lead to this much and still do it. I absolutely did not know. What I said in a voiceover was absolutely not meant how you guys took it. I just talk very differently. My slang is different. I do realize that those are students and I am an adult. I should have been way more professional with my word choicing. But again, kids had absolutely no clue there was an additional voiceover that I added on TikTok. I do realize the mistake I made, honestly and truthfully. I was just in the moment being myself. I wasn't thinking inappropriately at all. I'm still learning. I am aware of that, but I honestly truly didn't know you guys. Like I just didn't. It's no way that I would have posted it. I wasn't thinking inappropriate. Truly, sincerely to the bottom of my heart, I do apologize to all of the parents and students at Lake Cornwall. I actually loved you guys' school. I would have loved to work there. Like,
I'm sure you would have. I'm sure you would have. With all them kids trying to take you down, I'm sure you would have loved to work there. But it's just, the apology is what it is. At least having some form of self-awareness that you seeing what people see, because she could completely deny it and play the editor card, which was like complete denial of everything. But she holding some type of accountability to a degree, but it don't really mean much when right before that or after that you saying that you was taken out of context. When again, he already pointed out, damn, sheesh, take me down. It don't look good, bro. It don't look good. Maybe you just don't need to be in this environment. Cause to me, it just seemed like it's a self-report, and you got caught. You thought nobody was gonna notice it, and it was only a matter of time before something inappropriate happened. That's my view.
I know you guys have mischaracterized me, but I am a great person. Like, I am a great person. Aside from the tattoos, I'm an excellent person.
What's wrong with the
I do
tattoo?
apologize once again. I absolutely meant no harm. And I absolutely did again. And I just want you guys to give me some grace. This is my first time subbing ever. You see, I'm a content creator. This is my first time subbing. I was trying something new, trying to give back to the kids, which I would have loved to do. I enjoyed myself the time I was there, but I'm fired.
All right, so we heard the entire video, and honestly, I think maybe she is being honest in terms of her intent, but again, the optics and the words that came out of her mouth, just, had they not fired her, would have made the school look horribly. Like, they had no choice. Even if the administrators didn't want to fire her, there's no way in hell that you could have a content creator / teacher at your school, who's a substitute teacher, by the way, who's also 24, a new employee, saying these things. The videos are going viral. Bro, it would have just been a media shitstorm, and I'm pretty sure the school admins had no choice but to fire her, unfortunately for her. Now, on her own personal Instagram page, she did come out making another video kind of explaining everything and, how she's getting bullied online for all this now. We're not going to get into that because it would literally make the video way too long, but I will say hopefully she learns from this lesson. When you're an employee working for another organization, a publicly funded build,
and then it's people, all right, you still online, learn nothing. All right, so she gonna have to go full content creation, this comment. But she was saying, damn, because the girl looked at her funny, not being sexualized. This girl is so sweet, I don't see her ever sexualizing kids. Let's say that's the case, right? It's not the fact, because she made the conscious decision, right, to where she could have made this observation in her voiceover. Because again, being in content creation, being on TikTok, when you go and you stitching that footage together, and you go and you look at it, and you're doing a voiceover, and see like these kids trying to take me down, you could have went back and took that out. You looked at that video before it was edited. You watched it through again, and you thought it was cool. But you could have said, "Dang, this girl giving me the crazy side eye." Made a joke out of it, something. Made a joke. You could have said literally anything else, or not said nothing at all. Like I said, it probably would have been funny just to say, "Hey, this girl giving me the side eye. Maybe this girl giving me crazy side eye right now. She looking like she want to box me. She want to give me the fade or something. Anything except for, damn, these kids trying to take me down." And she's in short, like, it don't look good in that context of a voiceover, because you had to revisit that situation, and you were still thinking about that when you did the voiceover and edited and watched it over again. So you had plenty of chances. Bruh. So even if that is the case, it just looked bad because she couldn't recognize that girl was looking at her crazy because she was recording her walking down the hallway at school. It's a brand new teacher, and you blending in. She thinking you a student. She probably like, who's this old ass kid in here with all these kids? Ain't nobody. I ain't running to nobody. People have tattoos in high school, bro, but not to this extent. So she probably like, who is this recording me, or who the hell is this sub recording me in the hallway? She just got here. I don't know her. Why are you recording me? Because that's how I would feel if it was just a random person just recording me in the hallway. If I don't know you, I'm gonna look at you crazy.
Or a private corporation, you're no longer a content creation. You're an employee for that person. And if you make that organization, that company look bad, you are liable to be fired under your contract. Every employee has a contract. Unless you're specifically a contractor, even with contractors who are freelancing for other business owners, they still have some type of agreement. And yeah, if you make that, company, that business owner, that government-funded organization look bad, you're going to get fired. It is what it is. So she may have not had bad intent, but the words that came out of her mouth sounded bad, and unfortunately for her, she's fired. But ladies and gentlemen, do let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about the situation.
That was my thoughts on it. That's the video, man. That long-winded explanation, I was yapping, I'll be honest. But that's how I felt about the situation, bro. And you had plenty of chances to catch yourself in post, because it was a voiceover and you did revisit that footage. And now that I'm looking at that angle from the perspective of the girl, just imagine yourself at school, bro, in high school, and that looked like some type of pep rally for football. You walking down the hallway, and whether she knew she was a sub or not, whether she knew she was a teacher or not, the way she presenting, and she just recording you going down the hallway. Some kids probably just felt awkward. The other girl, it's some people that can't hide it. They wear it right on their face, where it's like, fuck is you recording me for? But that's the video, man. Let me know what y'all think about the situation in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more reactions like this. I'm going to get us up out of here. Cool.